Well, my studio is a nightmare. Everywhere is a nightmare because I'm getting ready for open studios, but I thought I would show you what I do here for a living. Okay, where's my scissors? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be making little people like this guy and that guy that will be in my little dioramas I'm building. And what I've done is I have people quarries, people part quarries that I will show you as soon as I make room. First, this is my contraption for holding this steady. So let's put you in that first. Look at that, perfect. Now I'll move you over here. Of course, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me from over there, but we'll find out, won't we? Here's my hot glue gun. As you can see, it works. It glues anything to it. Here's my iron. Clearly, I don't iron very much. I did have someone on Skype contact me, a nice lady from Africa who is very keen on finding love, and somehow she thought I would be perfect, and she wanted to know whether I would ever cheat on her with another woman, and I assured her in no uncertain terms that I would not. Too bad for her. Anyway, after quite a lot of back and forths and telling me how good a wife she'd make, and one of the things that she was going to do for me was to iron my shirts, and that's a good enough reason as any to get married. Oh, of course she wanted to get married. So we were planning our special day, and I know as well as you that the person that was speaking to me was no more a attractive young lady than I am, but I played along with her. But there was, at some point, of course, she asked me for money because she didn't have any foodstuffs in her kitchen, and she wanted $100. And I thought, well, gee, that's an expensive meal. Oh no, that's to buy foodstuffs for my kitchen so I can eat for many days. Well, I told her that I too was hungry and needing foodstuffs in my ever-expanding belly. So, see, now what I've done here is I don't know if you can see the corrugation, but that will come in handy when I'm doing another project, part of the same project. Okay, so let's clear a space. Is this clear enough, do you think? So let me get a piece of white. Here we go. So it's very clear for you to see what I've been doing. What I've been doing, by the way, is building a little diorama of what I see out my window, which involves, you know, big machinery that drill big holes into the ground, and other machines that drill other holes in a different part of the ground, and a bulldozer, and they're all in the other area that I can't get to right now, but I'll show you this thing. This is the machines I saw outside my window yesterday. They've moved, but this is a big yellow thing that straightens the tracks, the railroad tracks. And this is another big yellow thing, a different kind of big yellow thing that straightens a different part of the track, I guess. They have to have two to do the job that a bunch of guys used to do with their own two hands. So my plan is this one is going that way to the right, and this one is going that way to the left, and the tracks behind this one will be straight, and in front of the one they'll be all crooked and curved, which you won't see, but they'll look like this, gnarled and curled. And the same with the front side of this one, the pre-straightened side. And here, whoops, oh dear, his head has fallen off. I have to get glue for him. See, here's his head in his hard hat. And it's not meant to be so fragile. So the first thing I'll do is get my hot glue. See if I can do this without burning myself. Big dollop of glue right there. Hot glue is very difficult to work with because in addition to it being hot, it always leaves these strands of silk, they're like spiderweb silk, sticky and almost invisible. So I glue something and then I put the gun down and then I move my hand and the thing that I just glued flies off the table onto the floor, and then I can't find it and I have to do it all over again because my hand has this little strand of hot glue coming off of it and going hither and thither. But anyway, so this is what I'm doing. I'm taking old boxes and turning them into art, or at least having fun. So you see what I've done here? I've made a big mess. Okay, so here is, I'm showing you this just so you can see. Here's one guy. Here's another guy with his load. Here's another guy. Looks like he's playing pool, but he's not, Blanche. This one is carrying 3 boxes. So there's his legs and his big belly, and his head is that little curly Q thing, and then his hands are holding a little tray with a thing on it. This guy has big arms and a very tiny waist. This guy is, as you can see, doing that. So this was a V, this was a 1, that's a 4, and that's a C. It's turned into a man. Here's another man. Here he has this hard hat, and he's made of a D and a D and a U and an A and another thing, I don't know what. So what I've been doing is I've been tearing apart boxes and taking the pieces of them and turning them into figures. So there's a cursive E and 2 descenders from, or ascenders from the word, I don't know what it was, 2 L's maybe, or 2 P's or something, I don't know what. And he's moving that blue thing. And these are going to be the caution barrels and the yellow tape that they have everywhere. And here's some, the P's are going to be hard hats. Here's some more P's for more hard hats. They're all going to be looking to the right, I guess. This box, this was, I forget what, it's an S or something, I forget now what it was. But I have two of them at least, if not three, and this is going to be these are the legs of two guys, tall skinny guy and a short fat guy, and then there'll be two more in the distance, tall skinny short fat. And so this thing could be a torso, a V-shaped torso, or a head, or a big old smile with no teeth. I haven't figured it out yet. The Amazon boxes with the arrow, these boomerangs have turned into legs in the past, and they may turn into legs now. I'll just show you some more finished ones. This guy is burning down. It's just a thing that says don't get near electricity or it'll catch on fire or something. This guy is covering his ears. This guy is saying, "What am I supposed to do?" His arms up like that. And this guy is running away. Why is he running, you ask? Well, one of my big tall cranes is collapsing on one of my dioramic illustrations here. So I think this guy, though, I'm going to be making two blue porta potties later today, and maybe this guy will be running up the hill to the porta potty. And these legs came from the same company that will provide other elements to the porta potty diorama. If I can find it, I will show you, because I think you might find it funny. See, you hear that noise out there? That's one of the machines that I'm making. There we go. See, that's the short guy and the skinny guy. Those are the legs. It's scat. What would be better than to have the little diorama for the porta potties have scat there? So Scat Enterprises. I don't know what Scat Enterprises does. Do I want to know what Scat Enterprises does? Not exactly, but in my diorama, Scat Enterprises will be the wording that you'll see sort of through the debris field that I'm going to be building with the porta potties on them. We have a very nice pair of porta pottyage outside my window for the workers to relieve themselves in. One is sort of a nice royal blue, medium blue, cerulean blue color. I realize I just gave you three completely different colors of blue. It's a very nice, it's the Greek flag blue. This color blue, Epsom blue, right here. That color. The other one is nice sort of robin's egg blue. So I guess you can, this color blue. And so I'm going to see if I can find blue paper that's similar to those tones, because I sort of like the two next to each other. There's sort of a romance, coziness to it. 7.5. I don't know what that's going to go to, but that'll go to something. So let me show you this. This box is full of, this is my palette. So, you know how artists have the paint box, and in the paint box they have paint tubes, and they open up the tube of green to get the green, and they open up the tube of yellow to get the yellow, but I have a box of boxes. So here's the blue that will be one of the porta potties, and it actually has sort of a nice white roof on top of it, so maybe that will go here. And this is a shoe box that I took out of the trash. So this will be the porta potty. Now I need a light blue. See, this is a shiny blue. I'm having fun too with the tonalities of the, you know, is it matte, or is it glossy, or is it sort of half and half? I should be using a lot of this for the guys' outfits, because they all have fluorescent orange or yellow garments. So I should take advantage of that. I guess I don't have a light blue. I think I might make it sort of a gray color, because actually that's what it is. It's more gray than blue, I think. Wait 1 second. Don't move. See if I can get out of my... Come on, Pierre. Keep moving. Did you miss me? Are you missing me? Fuck. So these are some images that I drew of the construction. We've got these beautiful, looks sort of like Stonehenge, and these things are built up. There's going to be train tracks and trestles and I-beams over the top of this. Those are the Jesus light beams coming down. And I think, there we go. See, I remembered incorrectly. So this has light blue with a white gray door. This is all light blue and a dark side on that one. So these are the two little cozy porta potties, porta poops. So I will be building that shortly. But it's I've always loved puzzles, and you know, looking at this, oops, what is this going to be? Is this going to be a wheel of a truck, or is this going to be an eyeball of a face, or is this going to be a pulley on a crane? I don't know. And sort of the nice thing about being human, we see humanoidal things. We see faces and stuff. We see the Virgin Mary in our waffle. We see, you know, just as often we see, you know, the neighbor's broken mailbox in our waffle, but we tend to see faces and figures in things more than we see the neighbor's broken mailbox. Okay, now my device is not working. 4F. that meant you had flat feet and couldn't be in the army at one point. So here's gray. There's gray. That could be part of the porta potty thing, but it was more of a light gray. I think I have a light gray shoebox here somewhere. So I've got blue and gray. Gray, right there. New Balance. So there's our what am I? There's one porta potty. Here's the other porta potty. And I just need a dark blue. I have boxes and boxes of the Chewy.com things, and I am going to make an 18-wheeler out of one of these, but this one can be the dark door. Actually, I don't know about this. I'm now changing my mind. This thing has, there are too many colors and too many. There's shiny and there's dull and there's sharp edges and there's torn edges, and there's way too many colors on this one. So I think I'm going to redo this and have it be maybe just two colors. What was neat about this, and there were many things neat about this particular machine. One was this, what have I just done? This wasp wasted bright red thing that was part of the drill. Then it had shiny, clean stuff up here in beige, and then everything below this downwards was just caked in tannish mud and dirt, and I liked it because it was so filthy. And that isn't conveyed in this particular thing. And I think part of the reason is that I didn't finish it. That's part of it. But I think part of it is there's too many different colors going on. So I may just have it, redo it, and do it right this time. So I just bumped into my iron that my wife-to-be will... Oh, she wanted me to give her $100 for her foodstuffs, and then she said $50. So it was clear that our relationship was not based on love, but it was based on money. So I changed my tack and asked her some very pointed questions about body parts. And I think she was shocked by that. But why not? I gotta know. I gotta know these things. I just don't invite anyone into my house to iron my shirts. There has to be some degree of attraction there, don't you think? Physicality. Okay, what am I doing now? I've come to the end of my rope. But I'll stop here. Check with you later. Bye.